What's poppin', everybody? Or should I say, who's poppin'? Because, you know... God, that's so bad. But Poppin is our opponent tonight. He's, you can see from his team here, it's kind of nutty. Me and Fu, who is, you know, just baby me and Xiao, who I love, in standard VGC, an inner focus mon that's fast, hits like a truck, and gets its own fake out is nothing to scoff at. So me and Fu is also decently fast in this format, with 65 base speed, which is pretty solid. Not too bad. I mean, it's weird because me and Xiao has like what 105 speed or something, which is anything above 100 is fairly quick. So it's kind of surprising that it doesn't necessarily scale as compared to like Anorith or Gas is, you know, Gengar's like 110, so just barely above me and Xiao anyway. But besides the point, this team is, aside from me and Fu and Growlithe, who are decently quick with 60, 65, and then Natu Stunky, who are 70, 75, and then Dreepy, who I'm not expecting at all, if I'm being completely honest. Stunky is surprisingly fast. I was not expecting to have to calc speed stats for Stunky, but here we are. So it is what it is. But this team is definitely a Trick Room team for sure. I mean, aside from like me and Fu, the super scary mons are Spritzy, who can set Trick Room, and then also just deal Moon Blasts or Dazzling Gleams for spread damage, which is terrifying. On top of being pretty bulky in its own right, and then you have Lileep, who's also just a tank. If you slap Eviolite on that, and even without it, it's extremely difficult to take down. Then it can run Giga Drain to just sap health from you and make it even more difficult to take down. And then you have Magnemite, who has Magnet Pull, but that's not going to be a factor in the match against me. As you can see, I have only one Steel type, who I am not bringing. Once again, Beldum's not making an appearance. So I imagine it'll probably be like Sturdy Oranberry, Sturdy Berry Juice or something. So, that if I bring it down to Sturdy at 1 HP, it'll, heal back up to full and then get a second Sturdy off, which is also extremely frustrating to deal with. I haven't had to deal with it myself. I picked up this team after the prior coach had played against him in the first 2 weeks of this format, but is what it is. So I imagine this thing's going to be a nightmare to deal with. On top of hitting decently hard. I mean, it has the same. I'm pretty sure it has the same special attack stat, 95, basically the same as Ghastly, just 5 points lower at 95. So this thing hits wicked hard, and then also requires what is essentially 4 hits to take down. So yeah, not looking forward to that. Hoping that doesn't come out at all. And then Dupe Biter, who, if anyone knows how Water Bubble works, is a nutty ability. I think it adds like what 100%, 50 or 100% base power to water moves. Something along the sorts. Can't be burned, so if you run this physical, only intimidates or dropping the attack stat works. Doesn't matter if you burn it because you can't. And then it's fairly bulky in its own right as well. I mean, 27 base speed makes it fantastic in Trick Room. You just run min speed, and then it has the same base attack and special attack stat at 40. So you can run it special or physical. I'm banking on it being special this week, but we'll see. Just because I feel like running special moves is a little bit safer, and just in case I bring Intimidate, you don't have to worry about it, so you can run like, I don't know, Surf, Scald, whatever the heck you want to run on it, instead of like Waterfall or whatever. So, I don't know, but it could also be run physical. It'll still deal insane damage with its water moves. So this thing is gonna be tough to deal with. I do have strats for it, but doesn't mean it's not going to be easy, and if I get caught out of position, it just rolls me. So I'll have to be very careful about that. And then it's perfect for keeping like Lilith Dupe Fighter in the back, just because you can like Storm Drain Lily for busted special attack boosts, and then you have Dupe Fighter who just runs Surf for big spread damage, which probably just OHKOs on my team anyway, just because of how much Water Bubble boosts this Water Stab. So these two being in the back and leading like me and Fu Spritzy is what I'm expecting. Is it easy to deal with, even knowing what's coming? No. There's a reason he's gone 7-0 in the normal season. Technically 8-0 now because he won quarterfinals to make it here. So there's good reason why this team hasn't lost yet. It's cracked. And then you have Fampy, who I'm not expecting. You can run like, I don't know, Ice Shard for priority, and then like Earthquake or whatever you want for ground stab. This thing has pretty middling stats. I mean, it's got, 90 HP, which makes it pretty tanky, but I'm not expecting this thing to make an appearance, especially into my team. Ghastly has Levitate. I have, Ekans with Intimidate, even though Ekans doesn't really want to take a ground move. Intimidate on this thing is pretty rough. And then I have Tentacle and Finneon, both who deal super effective damage into it, and then I can run like Giga Drain on Ghastly or something, or Energy Ball if I want to just like nuke this thing. So I don't expect to see Fampy. I'm fully expecting these top 6 here to make an appearance, or if not these top 6, exclude Growlithe, include Stunky. I think Stunky is a pretty big threat into my team, especially considering the speed tier is just... Oh, actually not just. Yeah, that's right. It ties with Ghastly. So speed 80 and speed 74 effectively at max speed with the speed nature and max speed EVs effectively both reach 18 speed. So there could be a speed tie between Stunky and Ghastly, and you can completely bypass that if you want to run a bulky and then just run Sucker Punch, which destroys Ghastly. So I have to be very careful if Stunky is in the mix, because Ghastly doesn't really have a good way of dealing with it on its own. Shadow Ball and Sludge Bomb, both of its stabs are resisted by it. And then my third move is Thunderbolt, which is neutral, but Thunderbolt is for Dewpider and not for Stunky. So even though it'll probably deal okay damage, it's not a stab move, so therefore it's going to have reduced base power coming off it. So I'm sure if you build Stunky pretty tanky, which I think you can, 47, 41, 63 HP, yeah, it's not bad. So I have a feeling Stunky's probably going to make an appearance into this team. The only thing it doesn't want to face are the plethora of fighting moves that I have between Meditite and Riolu that can be kind of scary. So I don't really have much ground coverage though. In fact, I have 0. So it's probably pretty safe to bring it out instead of Growlithe, because I feel like Intimidate is probably good into my team, but not going to be that much of a difference maker, especially if I can just get coachings off Riolu. So we'll have to see about that. And then Natu is the other Trick Room setter on this team, or Tailwind setter. If he goes the Tailwind route, I will be very surprised and probably just auto-lose, because I was calcing for Trick Room. So I say auto-lose, it might be a bit dramatic. I wouldn't auto-lose. I do have Trick Room on Ghastly just in case. But I'm fully expecting no Tailwind and probably no Natu, just especially considering how much it just gets rolled by my team. And then Dreepy, probably not going to show up, let's be honest here. Dreepy's not coming out. All it's got for going forward is speed. Everything else is mediocre, so I don't see this thing coming out at all. And then Marini, who is possible to make an appearance. I don't think it'll make an appearance into my team. It is, it would wall quite a few mons pretty hard, but I don't think this would make it when Dewpider just does even better in terms of water damage. So I'm expecting either these 6 or Psycho or switch out Growlithe for Stunky. In fact, I would actually be surprised if they had Growlithe instead of Stunky. I think Stunky is pretty good into my team. So yeah, these 5 excluding Growlithe and Stunky is what I'm expecting. So yeah, it looks like he's ready to rumble. I can talk about my team after, but I wanna get this thing rolling. Cause oh boy, is it gonna be stressful. Oh boy, sweet deal. All right. Find user. Let me get the setup code here, or the copy paste, I should say. That's definitely not the team that I want. What the heck? That's the one. This is the one. Let's go. Oh man, I got some strats. I got some fun stuff, both for this set and the second set that I have to play in VBL-S against him as well, because we were matched up both this week for both matches. So this is gonna be there's gonna be some playoff dream crushing going on here. One of us has to win this, so only one of us is moving on into the finals next week in this format for VBL-N Little Cup. I'm honestly happy to have made it this far, regardless of what happens. From what I've seen on his videos, which I've watched, I think every single one since I joined the server or the Discord server, he plays really well, and being undefeated, he definitely deserves to be here. Just like everyone else who made the playoffs. So if I lose to him, I think it'll be well fought. Unless I get rolled, in which case, I just got outplayed. Timer's off. Okay, let me get the other one going, because I can't multitask at all. Oh, I gotta switch this thing again. Control T, semis. That's the one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I actually haven't battled him yet in either league, so this will be the first time that I'm on the receiving end of Trick Room shenanigans from him personally. So I'm pretty excited. And then in VBL-S, he's also running a Trick Room team that I also had to plan for my team in that, and that is another team in which I'm not, necessarily super prepared for Trick Room. I'm better prepared now because I swapped out a couple mons to get like Jellicent in there for my own Trick Room, so I can swap it back if need be. But I've got some fun strats for both of these matches. In fact, I have one strat that I'm using in both matches for both leagues that I'm excited to see how it pans out. It could be, depending on how the game goes, could be really bad, especially positioning wise. It's fully positional dependent, but I think it could be a surprise factor if it comes down to it, which I'm imagining it will, because I don't think this is going to be easy at all. Let's see, game 1, game 2, game 3. We're ready to rumble. Good luck, have fun. I'm gonna switch it over to a classic, a personal favorite of mine. I don't know if anyone else loves Gen 3, but I'm a huge sucker for it. And granted, no, it was not the first gen I played. Okay, I started with Gen 2 and then went back and played Gen 1 when I was a little bit older. All right, let's get this rolling. It's the beginning of the potential end. Okay, first off, I notice that the exact 6 that I was expecting is in fact here. There is no Growlithe. Intimidate's pretty good into my team, but Houndour walls it. Anorith hits it like a truck. Doesn't really want to take a hit from Ghastly, even though it could survive and probably dish something back like a Crunch. Yeah, Intimidate into this team, not that great. Not bad. Intimidate's always good, but I think in this specific, my team and this format combined makes it not necessarily useful, and I think Stunky is a fantastic win here. The lead I prepared for is me and Fu in the Spritzy. So this is the lead. What did I write down? Ghastly Roll, yes. In back, Houndour is not bad. I'm kind of scared to bring it with Dewpider here. I'm definitely bringing Metatite for sure. And part of me wants to bring Anorith in back just in case. Just so you're aware, Anorith I have as min speed, Brave Nature with Iron Ball, so it underspeeds everything on his team. The problem is if I bring it and I prevent Trick Room from coming up, which is my strat for this specific Battle 1, then he's going to be outsped by everything on the opponent's team. So it's pretty scary. So I'm debating between these 3. Anorith is a really good bring into the team. I don't know if I bring it though, because Houndour is also pretty solid. Magnemite here is pretty scary. Anorith is just so good though. I'll bring Houndour to start, and then I can bring Anorith next game if I need to. Spritzy, Mienfoo. Yep. Okay, so this is the lead I was prepared for. Sludge Bomb into this, and Faint into that. I calced for max special defense and max HP, and I EV'd my Riolu to deal as much damage as necessary, minimum, on Faint to take it out in one hit, regardless of like what its damage spread is. The only thing I'm hoping it doesn't have is Eviolite, because that stops me in my tracks. Okay, I also did not prepare for that either. Is the... Okay, that's smart. Didn't set Trick Room though. Interesting. Interesting indeed. No Trick Room is not bad for me here. Mienfoo outspeeds Meditite here. I can't fake it out either. That's unfortunate. What do I think it... Knock off into Meditite, get rid of Eviolite's really bad. I do not want to take a knockoff into Meditite. I really need to keep up my defenses with that item, so fake out into Spritzy here is pretty... Mienfoo gets ally switch too, that's so gross. Do I reveal Bullet Punch here? Could also be a switch. I doubt it's a switch. I think I just Thunder Punch into this thing. No. I Bullet Punch into this thing. And I follow me just in case a knockoff comes out. I can't let Meditite get knocked off. Riolu's already lost this item, so follow me's not bad. If I take out Spritzy here, he can't get Trick Room up, and then I have speed control the rest of the game, which is really good for me, and I'd be really glad because I didn't bring Anorith, and he would just get undersped by everything, or outsped by everything. So we'll see how this positioning works out for him. Taking out Ghastly is really smart too, doubling into it, knowing that I'm going to run Focus Sash, because the thing has no bulk at all, it just gets destroyed. And I basically am forced to run Sash in case of Sucker Punch. You know, which neither of these get, but in the off chance they lead it, I still want options. I still want to be able to take a hit and dish damage. So having the berry for poison is really... Yeah, I did not calc for that at all. Even if I did, I still would have done the same thing. I think that's still my best lead. Follow me. Bullet Punch, yep. Close combat. Riolu does take. Cool. Problem is that Mienfoo outspeeds my entire team. So I have to get rid of it. But I also have to get rid of this thing. How much does Thunder Punch do? 50% chance to OHKO with HP and defensive EVs. And if this thing is EV-Light, it definitely lives. If he close combated... I don't think he was close combating this. Oh, he must have been targeting Riolu anyway. That's not good. I want to... 13, 14, I outspeed. I Thunder Punch into this. This is probably Sash too, which is really scary. If I coaching... Can I coaching here? No, Mienfoo just takes him out, huh? I think I just faint into this, right? I faint and Thunder Punch. Mienfoo is really scary, especially with Sash. Oh, yeah. I have to deal with the Mienfoo, but Dewpider can just, like... he just OHKOs everything. Meditite will take a hit, but I don't want it to have to. You know, maybe targeting, maybe doubling the mean through here is actually better. If he gets a knockoff here, that's so bad for me. Unless I take out Duke Fighter. If Duke Fighter's Eviolite, I'm in trouble. I think I just lose if that's the case. Lily, okay. Thunder Punch takes it out, perfect. Okay, Mienfoo comes in with a fake out, which is scary. Yeah, fake out here is so bad. Fake out. Oh, what is this thing gonna do, huh? That was a really smart switch. Drain Punch on Meditite is like my only way out of here. I have fake out on this thing too. I can't fake this out, but I can fake that out. It's definitely gonna fake out into Meditite, huh? Probably double into it. Do I care about Houndour in the back? Not really. Houndour just loses to this. Honestly, if he leaves Riolu alone, I think I just Drain Punch into the Lily slot. Let's see what he does. Ah, he protects, that's smart. Fakes out Riolu, interesting, okay. Well, now I get a fake out of my own. Lily can't even protect though, and fake out's not coming out of this slot. Mienfoo is definitely going to be max speed here. Could knock off, probably just close combats into Houndour to take it out. I think I 1v1 Mienfoo, don't I? Do I think this thing double protects here? He doesn't. As far as he knows, we speed tie. I'm gonna Sucker Punch into this slot and also Drain Punch into this slot. Because I think Meditite 1v1's Mienfoo. It might be a throw. Especially with Sash. But if he close combats, his defenses are lowered anyway. And I can Drain Punch my health back. If he goes for the double and gets it, I think I just lose. So, Sucker Punch. Let's see how much Drain Punch does. Close combat into Houndour. Yep, makes sense. Hopefully this KOs. Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad. What does this thing even do to me, huh? Mienfoo probably knocks off into me. I Drain Punch into this slot every day of the week. He's got acrobatics. Cool tech. Nom, nom, nom. HP back, thank you. Giga Drain. Kinda scary. Oh, this thing doesn't have protect. I bullet punch into this every day. Take it out and then I Drain Punch and I think I win, barring any crits or shenanigans. Oh, there's a crit. Oh god. And then I just Drain Punch. Oh my god. Okay, that's game one. That's game one. Okay. Now, I think what I have to do game two is... Oh, let me not forget about uploading. Oh, God. Cool, alright. Next game. Alright, next game is terrifying. I barely won that. I had how much HP left? Wow. I was down to like 5 or something insane. And then, Drain Punch saved me. What is the... honestly, if he does the same thing but click Trick Room instead, he might be good. Do I think Anearth and back is still a good play instead of Houndour? I think Ghastly... Yeah, I have no way of taking out the Spritzy in one hit with that berry, unfortunately. Ghastly... Riolu, because Fake Out's irrelevant. Definitely need Metatite here. Honestly, Anorith might be the secret bring, just in case Trick Room gets set up, which I think it will. I don't know if this thing 1v1s... Oh wait, I had a Brick. It probably still doesn't. I'm bringing it anyway. We're gonna have to see what happens. What's the lead? Same lead? Same lead. That's what I thought. Honestly, Helping Hand would have been sick, but this thing's probably not protecting anyway. Did I even see all of its moves? Dazzling Gleam. All we saw out of it was Dazzling Gleam, I think. Spritzy is still a problem. Mienfoo is really bad into... he's got Acrobatics into Metatite, which I take, but... And then, like, Fighting Moves in Anorith is really bad. But I can't leave Spritzy at full health. This is super spooky. What if I just Shadow Ball into that slot? I don't know that that does as much damage. 180. So effective. Nah, the Sludge Bomb is still stronger. Also could have Magnemite in the back and switch it in. That would also be super awkward. What if I just deal with this guy first, huh? What if I just do that? Oh, I could also... Nah. I'm gonna Shadow Ball into... No, Sludge Bomb into this, and Feint into this. Fake out, yep, makes sense. Feint. Shadow Ball, take that out. Crit didn't matter, it was toast. Trick Room does get set up. Okay. I still have Sash on Ghastly, which is great. From here, we can see what happens. I imagine Dupe Biter probably comes in here. Which is bad, because then you can just like... you're not going to surf next to this thing, are you? Unless you protect. Could protect. That'd be kind of scary. But if you protect, Ghastly gets its Sash off. Yeah, this is... Is it going to be Surf, though? Honestly, it might be kind of surprising. I think I still try to Sludge Bomb into Spritzy and Follow Me just in case of... Is this Surf or is this Protect? I have to make a call here, because if this is single target move like Scald instead of Surf and then you protect here, I can Feint into that slot, eat a hit, and then Sludge Bomb into it for damage. Dupe Biter's also super scary. I gotta deal with this Spritzy though. Do I follow me your Feint, man? If I just I'm gonna Feint. I'm gonna do it. Misread. Yikes! Is it Surf or is it single target? It is Surf. Yikes. Okay. Okay. Yikes indeed. Who do I think's in back here? Probably... I gotta save Metatite, man. Fake out, eat a Surf. It doesn't help me. Both special attacks, huh? Anorith in back for the surprise? I think I bring out Anorith here. It's Iron Ball time, baby. Now, the catch is, there is a catch, okay? I have to not miss Rock Blast. It hits a minimum of 2 times, KOs Dupe Biter. If I miss, I lose. So... I would be surprised to see Protect here. This is probably Dazzling Gleam Surf again, honestly. If I Rock Blast into this slot and take it out, that'd be great. Rock Slide's also cool because I double. The problem is that Rock Slide does not KO Dewpider here. In fact, it has a 6.3% chance to OHKO with HP and defensive EVs, which is super risky, especially considering I'm not getting a move out. I guess I could. Nah, I gotta go for the Rock Blast, man. I gotta take that thing out. I also have to feint into that slot, just in case. The Leap comes in. I land the Rock Blast. Oh, it's got Berry Juice! 2 hits! No! Unfortunate. That sucks. Berry Juice really sucks there. Yeah, I just lose now. No worries, no worries. I mean, how much did it do? 52, yeah. Really, really bad. Really bad. How many times a Trick Room? 2? Yeah, probably still lose this. Yeah, I didn't plan for Berry Juice on Dewpider. That was really smart. If I did get the 3 hit, it was donezo. But I've revealed the tech, unfortunately. So my whole bait there was to take the hit, or take it out initially in 1 hit. I wasn't planning on Berry Juice. 2 hits if it does. 3 hit, it looks like it's still 3 hits. Yeah, Bullet Punch definitely doesn't KO this, does it? Let's try! Let's go! Okay. Alright, well. GG's, brother. Oh, man. Alright, you got me, Upload. Okay. Man, not hitting that 3rd Rock Blast, man, really hurts. Berry Juice was also smart, though, because that makes me have to hit 3. Down to the 3rd battle, huh? I wouldn't have it any other way. But now you know all my tricks. I was supposed to win the previous one. With the surprise. And I haven't revealed Trick Room on Ghastly, so maybe I just do that. Oh, but then Ghastly's so passive, man. Ugh, yuck. Ghastly Riolu, Metatite, Anorith. But if I bring... I think I bring him just in case, don't I? Because I assume same lead. Gets Trick Room up. I can reverse it, swap in. This thing's gotta have Protect, right? It didn't show it. It could also be Spec Surf. We only ever saw Surf. If it is Spec Surf, that's really bad for me, but also not terrible. And Surf bypasses Finneon's Storm Drain, too. I think I have to bring this just in case, don't I? Do I though? If it outspeeds me, I just lose. I'm bringing it. This is tough. I'm gonna have to make some adaptations here. This team is a nightmare to play after all. And I only added Rock Blast to... I could have Rock Slided, gone for the flinch, which maybe that was the better play. But I am not going to bank everything on... I mean, flinch is what? Is it 30% or is it 20? Is it 30? If it's 30, then I had the same chance to flinch as I did to hit 3 hits. Because it's 30% chance to hit 2 hit, 30% chance to hit 3 hit, and then 15 each for 4 and 5 hits for Rock Blast. So if it is, then I had the same odds. So it wouldn't have mattered. I think it was the right play. If I just take out Dewpider, it's easy. But now, is it actually a bad thing that I revealed that Anorith has Iron Ball? Because then maybe it makes him think twice about setting Trick Room. Unless you just Protect. You could also just Protect into that slot. And I could also just set up Trick Room for him instead of well, he doesn't know that I have it. Ooh, you see the dilemma here. Coming down to a game 3, kind of scary. I see he's thinking about it. Good, good, yes, yes. Mind games, mind games. We will see. Knowing that Anorith underspeeds everything must be off-putting. Let's see what happens. I'm assuming same lead. I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, it didn't work technically game 1, but I mean, I won with like, I had 43% of health at the end of the game with Metatite, but I had 5 before I recovered with Drain Punch, so it was super close. And then game 2 was a bit of a steamroll because I didn't hit 3 Rock Blasts because the things got Berry Juice, which means I got a Oko it. Did I Oko with Thunderbolt game 1 actually? Oh no, Thunder Punch. Yeah. Faint into Thunder Punch. Oh god, yeah. So I'd have to have the same thing set up again. That same scenario, which I imagine he's probably not going to allow that to happen. Now that I've revealed Thunder Punch. Also, nothing's protecting in front of me, if I'm being completely honest. Surf, Giga Drain. I only ever saw these 2 moves. Game 1. Giga Drain, Giga Drain, Giga Drain, Acrobatics, yeah. So this thing could be like Specs or something, which would be a nightmare, because it already deals massive damage. This thing just destroys everything. Although, I'm pretty sure I took a hit with Surf. Yeah, Riola took a hit. 81.8%, yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Same lead as I expected. So he's not going to fake out here. Let's see. Fake out. He's not going to fake out here. Do I care if he doubles into Ghastly like game 1? I won game 1. Dealing with me and Fu's not bad. I gotta deal with this Spritzy though too. I know this doesn't have Protect, and Anorith does not want to be in on this thing. But then again, if it says Trick Room, I just underspeed it anyway. In fact, all of my mons underspeed it aside from Ghastly. So do I really care? Not really. I know it doesn't have Protect either. This thing might. I think I just Sludge Bomb again, man. I really think I do. Follow Me is not bad here in case he knocks off. But the Faint's so good here, man. What if I Follow Me? What if I Follow Me? He could Protect. Protecting in front of Faint's kind of scary, because then he's, you know, Spritzy doesn't get a turn off. It doesn't do anything. And then me and Fu, you know, he knows that I have Sash on Ghastly. But if I redirect it, Sludge Bomb, okay, super effective, eats the berry, yep. Cool, close combat. Take the hit. Trick Room probably. Trick Room it is. Riola takes a Dazzling Gleam, right? Did I ever find out if it does? I don't know that I ever found out it does. Oh god. Oh no, Riola takes it. Okay, never mind. Okay. Alright, so I Sludge Bomb here to deal with that. Follow Me. This thing Dazzling Gleams. This comes into here. And then I deal with the Spritzy, which is fine. Totally fine. Sludge Bomb into this. And Follow Me. Unless he switches Spritzy out. I could also Follow Me Trick Room. Worth considering. It's worth considering switching Trick Room back, isn't it? it's worth considering. Oh, God, it's so worth considering, man. I'm doing it. I changed my mind. I'm doing it. I changed my mind. And then if we get a switch out here, oh, baby. Oh, baby. I thought about taking out Spritzy first, but I don't think Ghastly gets another chance to flip Trick Room back. And I haven't revealed that I have it yet. I think he's only seen 3 moves. Actually, he hasn't seen Shadow Ball, but he probably knows that I have it. I almost always run Shadow Ball and Ghastly, unless the team that I'm going against, it doesn't really match well and I don't need it. Because Ghastly wants to run a lot of moves. I also want to run Protect on him, but I couldn't fit that. Too many important spread moves. Spread moves. Sorry, I meant diversity in move types. Let's see what he does here. Can definitely take out Riolu here for sure. How much speed am I? 14? 18, yeah. Ghastly would move last anyway. Riolu would move before me and Fu, but I only have Drain Punch, and it's not like I have like Bullet Punch or anything to do with Spritzy, and that's even not a given that it... Ooh. Single target, okay. Acrobatics, cool. I wonder if they were doubling that slot anyway. Switch Trick Room back. Let's bring... oh god, this thing's still outspeeds. Let's do this. Okay, Mienfoo does not have... Ghastly still has Sash, which is really good. Is there a... Oh, do I think Thunderbolt just KOs from here? It does. It does. I was waiting to use it. Now the question here is, Ghastly definitely outspeeds Mienfoo for sure. It doesn't have any priority other than Fake Out, which they can't use anyway. Does he have a switch into Sludge Bomb or Shadow Ball? Unless he has Magnemite. Shadow Ball might actually be the safe play here. Shadow Ball, honestly, Bullet Punch for coverage in case it swaps this in. I could also just Fake Out. Bullet Punch 40, 40. Sure. Let's do that. And if you reset Trick Room, we will see. We will see. We will see. Oh, did the music end? Uh-oh. Spooky. No, this isn't what I want. What am I doing? Excuse me? I didn't ask for this switch. And we're back. To the big jam. You might be sick of it. It's been half an hour. It was a half-hour loop. So... what do you do here? Could swap out. Swapping out wouldn't be the worst play because you swap out and then get Trick Room back up again. Honestly, swapping into Dupe Fighter here would be... it's too late now. Dazzling Gleam. Yep. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. What comes in here? Dupe Fighter does come in. Does this thing have Protect? If you protect Trick Room, I'm in a lot of trouble. If I don't protect, or if I don't target Dupe Fighter and take it out, Spritzy just gets a free Trick Room off. How much did Surf do to Metaphyte? Did I ever find out? Metaphyte. Good dream to Surf. Metaphyte. I didn't get an exact percentage. That's so bad. Thunderbolt from Ghastly with HP and Special Defense Investment does not take it out. I think I Sludge Bomb into this and hope to God that Thunder Punch takes out Duke Fighter. Interesting, okay. Poison, that's lucky. Thunder Punch does take it out, okay. I think we're in the clear from here. Man, Pure Power busted, dude. Pure Power on Meditite is so stupid. I think I Sludge Bomb into this and Dragon Punch into this. And I think that's GG. Wow, 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 wow. What a match. Holy crap. I can't believe it didn't set up Trick Room again. I'm wondering if Ghastly being on the field, you know, doubling Trick Room was what scared him. I uploaded this one, right? I know I did the first one. I want to make sure. I'm gonna do it again, actually. I'm gonna do it here too. I don't want to mess this up, just like I've done so many matches. Wow. Okay. Well, that was it. That was the semifinals match against Poppin. Fantastic team. Ghastly, Meditite, Riolu, like Anorith. That core is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Granted, his team was also fantastic. He also played really well, especially game 2. He adapted for sure to my lead. Having the Poison Berry on Spritzy was nutty. I did not calc for that at all. In fact, my calcs completely ignored that and Eviolite in the hopes that he would not use those items on it and would instead run, like, I don't know, like Berry Juice or something, because then Faint into Sludge Bomb just takes it out. But no, he has access to the same calcs that I did, just like every other player. We all have access to the same calcs in like Beakalytics or whatever. I don't know if there's any other site that does calcs or whatever, but we all have access to the same calc. So he probably calced the stats of like max special attack Ghastly into that slot and realized it would get toasted. So prepping for that was really smart, because the only other super effective move I had for it was Bullet Punch on Meditite, which is, you know, a priority move base 40. So yeah. Let's see here. We do have another match we have to play, so this video will have to end at some point. Alright, he has to like reset OBS every time he wants to record a new video, I guess. So obviously no rush, because I'm going to quickly go back into Team Builder just to show you guys what I have, because I'm going to have to switch over pretty soon. Which I hate to do. You know me, my videos are usually like between 40 minutes to an hour, just because I talk a lot about nonsense. So Meditite, who was, you know, Poppin just messaged me and said this thing was, you know, unkillable. Which, with Eviolite, I would agree, especially with Drain Punch. The Stab Drain Punch, Pure Power Eviolite combo makes this thing an absolute nightmare. It's as if it has, like, Oranberry, you know, going off every time it gets hit. Or every time I guess I move is probably a better analogy. But, you know, Meditite, especially, you know, against Poppin's team, I had 4-move slot syndrome. I wanted Detect on this thing. I couldn't fit it. I had to run Fake Out just for the lead, and anytime I swapped it in, because I did think about leading it originally and realized I didn't want to do that just into his team specifically. It wasn't a good idea. I liked having it in the back, and then the switch in with Fake Out is really nice. You know, it gives me versatility. If I don't have to use it if I don't think the situation calls for it. Drain Punch on this thing is busted. You've seen how busted it is. I don't have to explain that. Thunder Punch was for Dewpider. I had a feeling Dewpider was going to be specially oriented to deal with Ghastly, and also for Houndour in case, you know, outside of Trick Room, I got like a Dark Pulse off. So, you know, Thunder Punch with pure power does insane damage, which is what I EV'd for solid. Attack stat here, I think this is probably close to the same EV set that I ran last week with Impish, just because I like having 14 in both stats. I had to cover for Dupe Fighter being physical or special, and then EV Light, you know, covers both defensive stats by 50% boost. So I wanted to play it safe, and then Bullet Punch was for priority in case Trick Room did come up, or if I wanted to deal with me and Fu. Riolu, I ran Berry Juice this week. I knew it could tank hits. It tanked 2 different close combats from me and Fu. It could have been a roll. In fact, I think my calcs say it may be a roll depending on if he's max attack. Close combat has like around a 40% chance to KO. If he's not max attack and he ran a little bit of bulk or like HP or something, then that would stand to reason why I won both of those rolls, because they may not have been rolls. If they were rolls, then I got lucky that he didn't get KO'd in one hit, because I mean it was in my favor to survive, but you know, still a roll's a roll, you never know. But I ran Feint on this specifically to deal with Protect, and for priority, because Riolu I ran less speed on this week. Normally I run 16 in Timid. This week I ran Impish for defense, similar to Metatite to get its defenses to 12 so that it could tank physical or special hits. And then I also ran Drain Punch, because Drain Punch into his team is actually not bad if you can deal with Spritzy. And then Follow Me is the classic. I mean, you know how it goes. And then Coaching is also the classic. I didn't actually ever get to show Coaching, because Riolu's Feint and Follow Me 2 moves became, you know, they were staples in the set. But Coaching was just in case I ever got it next to Metatite or Anorith, specifically. So, especially considering Riolu outsped both of them, it could get a Coaching off first, and then come out and hit hard with, you know, whether it be a Rock Slide, Rock Blast, whatever, or you know, Drain Punch. Houndour is just the standard Houndour set that I ran every week. 76 HP, 196 special attack, 236 speed, same 4 moves, same item, same ability. The only difference being I took off Timid, which is plus speed minus attack, into Serious. Because this was a Trick Room team, I didn't need all that speed. Normally he's 17 with max speed. This week I elected to run 16, so instead of having 9 base attack, I had 12. So Sucker Punch did more damage, which may have actually mattered in that game 2 where I did use, or game 1 where I used Sucker Punch, I think. Ghastly, another standard set with EVs and IVs, and then Timid, same old. This thing outsped everything on his team. Outside max speed Stunky, and Dreepy, but I wasn't really planning on that. Sash, Levitate, the usual. Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, the usual. Thunderbolt was specifically for Dupe Fighter. I did realize it was probably going to survive the hit, but getting damage on that thing was a must, just because of how powerful it was. And then Trick Room, I ran this week because of this being a Trick Room team. Thankfully, I didn't have to reveal it until Game 3, which made all the difference. So, you know, running Trick Room against a Trick Room team is probably a must-have, just so I have a way to switch it back if they let Ghastly sit on the field for too long. Finneon was to deal with Dupe Fighter specifically, Assault Vest, Storm Drain, just in case it ran like Bug Buzz if it was special, also because I had 4 move slot syndrome and wanted to run a bunch of moves. The fact that it ran Surf means that this thing would take no damage, but my teammate Mon would just get wrecked. So, and then this thing probably just gets walled by, well, it would probably deal good damage with Ice Beam into Lily, but I think Lily wins that 1-on-1 for sure. So, this was a Mon I wasn't expecting to bring, but was more bait for the Dupe Fighter, which ended up not mattering. And then the star of the show in my heart is Iron Ball Anorith, who with Iron Ball underspeeds his entire team. I'm running 0 IV, 0 speed Anorith with Brave Nature and Iron Ball so that it reaches 5 speed, which is 1 speed lower than all of his slowest mons on his team. And then obviously max attack, so I just deal big damage, and then Rock Blast to multi-hit into Dupe Fighter because Rock Slide was not a 1-hit. You know, it was lucky that he ended up running Berry Juice, and then Rock Blast, if hit 3 times, could take it out. It was unlucky that I got the 2-hit, but that is statistically what will happen, even though 30% is for both 2 and 3-hit. Is what it is. I was gambling at that point. So, even though Anorith didn't really do anything, the fact that I got the surprise off in Game 2 with the initial attack and then didn't KO with Rock Blast, was gold in my heart. So that's the team. I'm gonna end this video and then move on to our next match, so I don't keep him waiting. Just because he said he was ready 5 minutes ago. So I'm not gonna drag this out any longer, even though I know he's like, I think he's 2 hours behind me, so it's like 8:30 over there, which isn't bad. But again, I don't want to keep him waiting. So excited to be in the finals. I don't know who I'll be playing. It'll either be, I think it's either Sly or Tay. Both teams are horrifying, just like Poppins was. So I'll have to prep and play out of my mind to win in the finals. We'll see. I don't know. GG's to Poppin. Great team, great play. You went undefeated up until now. So, you know, no one can say anything bad about your play. I don't know, maybe you could nitpick his play in one of the free matches here today, but I wouldn't. I think he played the best game he could have played. It was fantastically played. I think it was also potentially lucky that Trick Room didn't get set up through Game 3 more than once. I only had to reset it once. If he set it up again, it could have been a different story. Who knows? But GG's to him, and I'm going to move on to our next match, which will be starting here in a few minutes. So, thanks for chilling. It's been fun, and I'll see you guys again in a few minutes. Catch you later.